Hey there everyone, this is Jessica for domesticatedme.com. Sephora's fall savings event is here. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss my recommendations for just about every category. We're going to cover skincare, hair care, makeup, tools, etc. So if you want to know what I personally recommend as someone who has been a long time Sephora Rouge member, you know what that means. So if you're even thinking about shopping the Sephora sale, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to discuss some of their best-selling products, some of their best-rated products, my personal favorites, and perhaps I'll mention some things that you didn't even consider. And after I explain why I've included them in this video, then you might want to take a closer look at them and maybe even add them to your cart. Now in today's video, I'm not going to discuss the sale itself. I will include the important information down in the description box below, but if you're watching my channel, you probably know all about it. And if you don't, then just watch this video right here where I discuss all the things that you need to know about the Sephora sale. This is from a previous sale, but none of the details have changed except for the dates, but the percentages off are still the same. You get 30% off Sephora collection products. As a Beauty Insider, you get 10% off. If you are a Rouge member, you get 20% off. I also give you general recommendations as to what categories or subjects you should be looking at when shopping the sale. So this means anything like your favorites, things that you need to stock up on, things that are too expensive for you to normally consider, but because you're getting a percentage off, then now is the time to maybe make that purchase. Again, I will link to those videos down in the description box below. We have a lot to cover today, and I only have so much time before I have to go pick up my daughter, so let's get started. We're going to start off with skincare. My very first recommendation for today is a serum. This is from Caudalie. This is their Vino Perfect Brightening Dark Spot Serum. This is a bestseller, one of the highest rated serums at Sephora. This is a brightening serum that combats the look of dark spots caused by the sun, acne, or pregnancy. It visibly evens skin tone and helps improve skin's glow. Now, I get hormonal acne, which means at least once a month, I will have 1 to 2 or more little blemishes come in. And because of my pigmentation, they usually leave a spot after they've gone. Unfortunately, I also have some dark spots and even some dark lines left over from my last pregnancy. So this has been very helpful in brightening those areas and evening those areas out. It also helps with dullness in general and uneven texture. Now, if this one doesn't sound like the right serum for you, allow me to recommend this one by Glow Recipe. This is their Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. Now, we have all heard of Glow Recipe's Watermelon Dew Drops. They're very popular, very highly rated, loved. This one is a different version. This one is their Hue Drops, which, as the name would suggest, does have some tint to it. And I loved this serum, especially over the summer, because I do my best to protect the skin, especially on my face, from the harmful rays of the sun. I use a lot of sun protection, as we all should, and that leads me to pretty much always having my face be several shades lighter than the rest of my body. And so as a way to help even that out, I used the Hue Drops, and I absolutely love them. So you get all the benefits of the regular, famous niacinamide Watermelon Glow Drops, but with that added tint to it. And it's just lovely. I started using this in the summer, but really this is a product that's great for all year round because all of us, especially if you're watching my videos, I hope I've put that message across that it's very important to protect our skin from the sun and to use sun protection and to use SPF every day, no matter whether we're outside or indoors. So this really just helps bring in some of that color onto your face, even it out with the rest of your body, or just give you a really nice glow throughout the year. The next product I'm recommending is from Dr. Dennis Gross, and this is their Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. This has been a game changer. I am so in love with this product. I use it almost daily, and I use it so much so that I keep it at my desk rather than in my medicine cabinet or with my, other skincare or makeup products. It's at my desk because I reach for it that much. This is a formula that immediately and visibly plumps, defines, and enhances your natural lip color while restoring the moisture barrier for hydrated, younger looking lips. Obviously, this gives you a really nice plumping effect, but it leaves me with a beautiful color, and I just love the way that it looks on me. So I tend to do this when I'm prepping my skin for makeup. I apply this first to let it take effect, and so by the time I'm done with my foundation, my eye makeup, blush, all of that, then when I get to my lips, I feel like it's just perfect for lip application. So I get my lip liner out, my lipstick, and it just looks so, so good after. So not only does it plump up your lips and make your lips look really pretty, but they say that it helps with keeping your lips looking youthful in the long run. The next product I have recommended several times over the year, and that's not going to stop today, that is Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This helps unclog pores. It helps smooth and even skin tone, and it's super lightweight, so it easily and quickly absorbs into the skin. My daughter and I both use this to help with our pores, to make sure that they're getting clean. And because my daughter is a teenager, she has some hormonal acne that she's dealing with, and she not only uses it on her face, but she also uses it on her shoulder and back and chest, and it's been really, really helpful with that. The next product is also by Paula's Choice, and it is their 10% azelaic acid boost. It is a potent azelaic and salicylic acid cream that dramatically and visibly clarifies uneven skin tone, fades acne marks, and reduces redness. This can be used on normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. And this really is great for someone who is dealing with redness, uneven texture, and acne and blemishes. So again, I've mentioned that I have hormonal acne. It leaves me with dark spots. I have some texture, and so I started using this, and I am slowly, little by little, seeing my skin looking better and better. So I am attributing some of that to this product right here, and because I've seen so many people give it really, really good reviews and recommend it, so I had it included in today's roundup. And the last skincare product I'm going to recommend today is from Peace Out. This is their early stage acne dot. I cannot believe how well this works. It is witchcraft, okay? It really does work. I've purchased this, like this I think might be like my 4th box since trying it out in the beginning of the year, and it has been an incredible discovery because it really works. So this is called the early stage acne dot because it's meant for when you feel that blemish, you know, when it's deep and you start feeling like the little pain when you press on it, and maybe it's getting a little red, but you're not seeing it, it's not at the surface, it's just brewing underneath. That is when you apply this, and I have filmed myself using it at least twice now, and I show you that it's, you know, the area is red, and I apply this at night when I'm before going to bed after doing my skincare routine, and then the next morning when I take it off, gone. It's gone. It disappears. I'm telling you, it really works. Highly recommend this. Moving on to makeup, the very first product I'm going to recommend is my favorite foundation of the last several months, and that is from Urban Decay. This is their Face Bond. It is a self-setting foundation that is buildable and also acts as a serum. Now, if you know me, you know I love a 2-in-1. I love a product that does double duty, but this is basically a 3-in-1 because it is a buildable, waterproof foundation that is self-setting, so you don't have to use a setting powder, and it has niacinamide, which helps with texture, so it's basically a serum as well. The next product I'm going to recommend I have been raving about for a while now, and that is Patrick Ta's Bronzer Duo. This contains a cream and a powder bronzer. It's absolutely beautiful. The product is absolutely beautiful. The packaging is amazing. And basically this is all you need for your bronzing and sculpting needs, because you have the cream bronzer, which you can use to sculpt, and then you have the powder bronzer, which you can use to bronze and warm up your face and add dimension with this one product. This one is She's Bronze, and I absolutely love it. It's not an inexpensive product, so getting it during the Sephora savings event when you can get 10 to 20% off is a great deal. I have 2 blushes to recommend, and the first one is from Tower 28, and this is just their cream blushes in general. I'm recommending them in general. Whichever color fits your skin tone and your preference, whatever colors you like on you, definitely pick one of these up if you haven't done so already. This is what the packaging looks like. This one is called Magic Hour, and it's my everyday blush. It's so creamy and buildable and super easy to blend out, and the finishes are wonderful. It looks beautiful on the skin. I have several of them and I love them all. Again, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. This, again, the Magic Hour is one of my favorites. It's probably the one that I use the most because it's such a great everyday color. You can wear this to church, you can wear this to work, you can wear this for, you know, daily use, and then you have much more fun colors available for when you're going out, when you're going with your girlfriends, a date night, etc. But this just love them in general. The next one is from Rare Beauty. This is their Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush, and they are stunning. They are gorgeous. It is a lightweight, glowy blush with buildable, seamless, and silky color to keep you beaming all day. It's medium coverage and gives you a radiant finish. This one is in the color Joy. Joy is a muted peach, and I used to love wearing peach. So when I wanted to pick out a color, I wanted to try something different because I tend to go to mauve often. So I picked this one up and I have not regretted it. In fact, I am probably gonna buy more. I'm calling it right now. I'm just gonna call it, I'm gonna say it. This is the best palette of 2024. This is Domesticated Me Lightworks 6. This is their Freedom palette, and it is fantastic for so many reasons. Number one, and this is not in order of importance, but I just need to say it, it is an entirely magnetic packaging. At the very top, the first thing you'll see is the mirror. It's magnetic, snaps back on, snaps back off. Fantastic, cool, very cool. The top comes completely off. So cool. And then you get the shadows. These shadows are absolutely stunning, gorgeous, absolutely fantastic, incredible. Danessa Myricks just can't be beat when it comes to her color stories, her chrome. She's the queen of chrome. And these duo colored, multicolored, and just absolutely gorgeous shadows, and all these different finishes are amazing, fantastic. But again, magnetic. So these are actually 3 individual palettes that you can pick in and out of. It comes out like that, and then this is still magnetic. So if you're traveling and you just want to take 1 or 2 palettes, but then you want to add a blush and you have them in pans, you can just add those pans directly onto here and it'll stick because it's magnetic. Fantastic, right? So anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep taking the palettes out. Because say you do want to travel with all 3 palettes, right? Of course, why wouldn't you? They're gorgeous. You can make so many looks with this. But this is an inconvenient way. This long, flat palette is an inconvenient way to travel with, right? So that's okay. Let's stack them. Hello. And then the mirror is the top. And then you have this compact palette to travel with. Fantastic. Genius, genius, genius. Again, this, I'm calling it, for me personally, the best palette of 2024. And I have actually not been as excited about a palette as I have been about this one. This is the most exciting palette release that I have been interested in a very long time. I absolutely love it. And again, let's go back to the most important thing probably about this palette is that it's absolutely gorgeous. These shades are phenomenal. I will be doing a video about this palette, just a full review of this palette because it's fantastic and it deserves it. Now, if you are someone who is afraid of color, which I totally get, I am too a little bit, don't be afraid about this because they are gorgeous and rich and beautiful. You can add them to the lid, or if you're really scared and you want to just dip your toes in it little by little, do what I just did today. Add them to the inner corners of the eye. It's such a great pop. I did this with the green. I think it's my favorite makeup look. And all I did was just a neutral eye and then popped this green into the inner corners, and it just looks stunning. I've never gotten so many compliments on a makeup look, and all I did was pop that into the inner corner. So highly recommend this palette. Get 20% off. I paid full price for it. I don't regret it. I don't care, but at least you can get your 10 to 20% off. This is an online exclusive at Sephora, so definitely take advantage of the Sephora savings event and pick this up. And I'm just gonna add one more product because it has been very good. On the days when I don't use my face bond, my self-setting face bond foundation, I have been picking up the Huda Beauty banana bread powder, the Baby Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder. It is super fine, and this to me has been perfect because again, I've been using the face bond a lot, so I don't need the setting powder or setting spray, but on the days when I do want the setting powder, this has been a perfect size. Obviously they're coming bigger, but if you want to just try it out, definitely recommend this. It really, a little goes a long way. I use a fluffy brush to apply it over the areas that need a little bit more help, and that is, my smile lines, underneath my eyes, on my forehead a little bit. And it's been fantastic. Moving on to hair care, as you may have noticed, I have very, 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 very long hair, and it wasn't necessarily a choice to have my hair grow out so long. It's just I haven't had the time to go to a salon. Number one, find a stylist, go to a salon, like do the whole research part, which is the biggest part, and make an appointment. Have the time to make an appointment. So I've just been taking care of my hair as best that I can until I'm able to do all that. So I've been getting a lot of questions and a lot of really nice compliments. So thank you guys for that. I will do a dedicated video about all the products that I've been using on my hair, but today I'm going to share just a few of my favorites. Let's talk about how I keep my scalp clear and clean. And the first step for me is a scrub, a very good scrub. So the first one I'm going to recommend is by Drunk Elephant. This is their TLC Happy Scalp Scrub. It has a 10% AHA and BHA blend. Also has plant oils. It is pH 3.7. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure that means something good if they're putting it on their packaging. But it's just a very, very good scrub. And I love the nozzle, so it's super easy. I've been using this, and I've been using it on my daughter because unfortunately my daughter has the same issues as me. I have dandruff and buildup and oily hair, a combination of that. Yes, it is what it is. So anyway, this is just really great to just, divide the hair and get this into the scalp, and then using your fingertips to just really scrub. And this I use before I get in the shower. So 1 to 2 times a month, I will sit my daughter down and myself down, and I will do this process of sectioning my hair, using the scrub to really get into the scalp. Usually we do this while we're watching a movie, or I tend to do this on the weekends when we're watching a movie. So she'll sit in front of me and then I'll do it on myself, but I'll divide the hair and I'll use the scrub to get the flakes off, to get into the scalp. Be gentle because this is a physical exfoliator, so it's scratchy in itself, so you don't need to use a lot of pressure. You don't need to be very aggressive. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to be causing damage to your scalp, scratches, or anything like that. So gentle with this. And then I will use a treatment. The first treatment I want to recommend is by the Inky List. It is their salicylic exfoliating scalp treatment. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me because I just ran out. So this is a great reminder to add it to my cart, which I will do right now. The website says it is an exfoliating pre-wash treatment with salicylic acid for flaky, itchy feeling scalps, clinically proven to visibly reduce flakes after one use. It addresses the concerns of dryness, flaky, dry scalp, and an oily scalp. How you can have both at once, I'll never know, but yay for us. The other treatment that I use is this one from Briogeo. This is their Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Buildup Detox Spray. It is a scalp chemical exfoliator pre-wash treatment that gently eliminates product buildup and dry shampoo related scalp congestion for a more effective cleanse. I love the design. It has this nice little nozzle, so you're not going to be losing product. This protects it from any spilling or accidental sprays. Again, separate the hair and then you spray it right onto the scalp. For me, it's not one or the other. I do both. So once a month, I will use the one from the Inky List, and then once a month, I will use this one from Briogeo. The other product that I have to recommend, because it is one of my lifelong favorites, I've been talking about this for years and years and years, and it's probably my number one hair care recommendation, and that is another product from Briogeo. This is their Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. Absolutely love this. I use this twice a week, and I'm not someone who washes my hair every day. I do it every other day, or I try to go 3 days without washing my hair. So I use this pretty much every time I go into the shower and wash my hair, but it's just so good. It just leaves my hair feeling super soft and shiny. And again, if you have been looking at my hair and thinking that it looks nice and healthy, this is one of the top products of why it does. And the last hair care product that I'm including in this roundup is one that, because as I mentioned, I don't wash my hair every day, it is a dry shampoo. It is this one from Amika. This is their Perk Up Dry Shampoo, a classic, a bestseller, an icon. It's just a really great dry shampoo. So if you're someone like me who doesn't wash or tries not to wash their hair every day because it can be super drying to your scalp and roots, then you got to pick up a really good dry shampoo, and this is just it. Let's talk body care. I am so excited to see more body care products coming out, because if we care so much about the products that we use on our skin, the skin of our face, why shouldn't we care just as much about the skin on our bodies? So let's talk about my favorites. So my number one favorite, I've mentioned this many times, it is from First Aid Beauty. This is their KP Smoothing. Actually, I just realized this isn't it, because I just finished the other one. My recommendation is not this one, but it's like the sister of this one. It is the KP Body Scrub. This is a great lotion. I will recommend it as well. It's a fantastic lotion. It's made with 10% AHA. It leaves your skin feeling so soft, but it leaves your skin feeling soft, especially after using the scrub that I am recommending, which is my recommendation, the KP scrub. It is just a physical exfoliant that you use while you're in the shower. It buffs away any dry skin that you may have. It helps with ingrown hair. It helps with KP, which is an issue that I have. Those little red bumps that you get, I get them in my arms and I get them in my legs. So that has been really helpful for me in treating my KP. So I highly recommend it. I love scrubs just in general. Again, you don't have to go overboard with it. I use it once a week maybe, and that is enough to just buff away any dead skin, any buildup that you might be having. And then you can follow it up with the lotion, of course, which is fantastic. But before you follow up with lotion, my next recommendation is this from Necessaire. This is the body serum. Of course I want serum for my body. Of course. I recommended 2 of the many that I use. I recommended 2 serums that I use on my face. So of course, when I see that there's a serum for the body, yes, count me in. The body serum is a daily hyaluronic treatment for the skin. 5 molecular weights of hyaluronic acid are infused into the formula. Apply all over the body or in areas where increased hydration is needed, and then you can follow this up or mix it with a moisturizer. After using this, I've just noticed that my skin is so much softer and more hydrated. We are about to go into the colder winter weather and my skin can get really dry. So this is definitely something that I would highly recommend if you have the same issues with dryness, scaly skin. This is a game changer. The next product I used a lot over the summer, but it's great all year round, and that is this from Isle of Paradise. This is their body self-tanning drops. This is the medium. The medium is this really pretty green color. So I used it all summer, but again, this isn't just a summer product. If you want a little bit of color throughout the colder years where you're maybe not getting so much sun exposure, this is it. I love it so much that I had it for the very first time. I tried it in like a little travel set, or maybe I think it was a Sephora birthday gift. I picked that up like a while ago, but I kept the tiny little dropper because what I will do is I would fill that one up with this one, and then I use that one when I travel. So love. If you're into self-tanning, or if you're new to self-tanning but would like to try it, highly recommend this one. And it does come in a smaller size if you want to try a smaller size and not commit to a big bottle, but highly recommend it. The next product, I will be doing a video on just this product because it is a game changer. I know I said that before, but this one is definitely a game changer. I am so excited to share the results that I've had with this. This is from The Ordinary. This is their multi-peptide lash and brow serum. I am adding it to my cart. I don't know if I've added it already, but if I don't, I'm adding it immediately after I film this because this is something that I will use probably for the rest of my life. It is a volumizing twice daily serum to help nourish and protect your lashes and brows while enhancing the look of density and overall appearance in as little as 4 weeks. Does this work? It works in more ways than I thought it would. It works in a way that they have not described, but I am now like, it's like one of those aha moments where like, oh my God, this is what this can do. This is what doing this can do. And I will go into it again in a future video. But what I will say is that yes, it does help with growth. I bought this because I feel like I have like a little bit of a bald spot on this brow. I don't know if it's due to stress or maybe it's just the way that my hairs are growing on my brow. I have been wanting to try growth serum there, and it hasn't helped me in that area a little bit because I think now I'm starting to realize that it might just be the way that my hairs are growing. So I might need to get a brow lamination to fix that. But I definitely have been growing more lashes. And the way that I can absolutely tell with 100% certainty is that I'm starting to grow lashes in my tear duct, like in here in this corner. I've never had lashes there. I didn't even know lashes could grow deep, in the corner of my eye. Did not know that was possible. But after using this, all of a sudden I have hair there. So it does work, and you should actually be careful about where you're applying it. Make sure that you're applying it in areas where you want to see that growth, where you want to see density. I don't necessarily want to have more hair in the corner inner corner of my eyes. So I've stopped applying it just all over my lash line, and I just kind of focus it on the center and out a little bit. Again, I'm starting to see hair like even above the lash line here, so I'm just much more careful with the placement of it. And then in the center of my lower lash line, and it works. But it did something else unexpected. Stay tuned for that one. Stay tuned for that one, because it did something incredible that I didn't realize could happen, was possible for me. Something that has nothing to do with growth. It did something else. I'm going to leave you on that cliffhanger. So make sure that you're subscribed if you haven't subscribed already. And actually, this is the perfect opportunity for me to introduce myself if you're new here. If you're new here, welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Jessica Flores, and I am a lifestyle creator. I cover a lot of beauty, makeup, skincare, body care subjects. I also cover fashion, DIY projects, luxury family travel, and so much more. So if any of those topics interest you, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell icon next to the subscribe button, because I don't have a set schedule. So if you have your notifications on, you won't miss a thing. And trust me, you're going to want to know what this thing did to my lashes that I did not know was possible. And the last body care product I'll recommend is just L'Occitane. This is what's left of my current hand cream. I do have another one in my bathroom because I keep myself stocked up on L'Occitane hand cream. I have very dry hands, and so this has just been super, super helpful with that. But they have incredible products. They have their almond shower gel, which again, leaves your skin super hydrated, super soft, and love it. This is the time to shop L'Occitane because they have a ton of beautiful, cute, adorable little holiday packages. I tend to buy a lot of L'Occitane products and packages, holiday packages as gifts for friends, family, stocking stuffers. They're just fantastic. So definitely look at their little giftable packages because they're fantastic. They're great and they're good, which is the most important thing. Let's talk about tools. Number one, brushes. Now is a great opportunity for you to stock up on brushes. If you've been needing a new concealer brush, a new foundation brush, now is the time, especially if you like Sephora collection brushes. And I personally do. I think they're fantastic, great quality. I highly recommend Sephora collection brushes. So now that you can get 30% off regardless of what tier you're in the Beauty Insider program, now's the time to pick some up. And Rare Beauty has some great ones too. I love the blush brush and the concealer brush from Rare Beauty because they're shaped to look like the tips of your finger, so it's like you're using your finger but a brush version of that, which is obviously a little more sanitary, a little nicer, a little less messy. So definitely recommend those as well. For my hair, I also use Sephora collection products. The first one is this is a fantastic little tool to get right at your scalp. So when I'm using the Sephora collection scrub shampoo or any sort of treatment in the shower, I use this to really get into the scalp. It also helps brush away any flakes, any buildup that you have, but also helps with making sure that those products are getting to your scalp and roots where it's needed. This is super handy. It's shaped perfectly for your hand. You have a little ring here to hang it up to make sure that it dries nicely. It is all one piece because some of the scrubbers I've purchased are like separate pieces and build up, like gunk can build up on it, which is gross. But this is all like one piece of silicone, and so you don't have any of that gunk or buildup that can happen. So love, love, love this. It's a really, really good product. Highly recommend it. The next tools I'm recommending are makeup erasers. I have so many that I don't need those, so this is actually going into a giveaway. Make sure that you're subscribed so that when that giveaway happens, which hopefully will happen in the next week or two, you will be aware and you can enter and hopefully win some really cool products. So highly recommend this. I really try not to use disposable products, especially makeup removers. I'm really doing my best not to do that because it's not great for the environment, and this just works so well. Love these products. So if you don't have makeup erasers, definitely look into buying some during the sale. The last tool I recommend are hair dryers. I have a hair dryer that I've probably had since I was a teenager, and it's a travel one that folds up. It's not the best hair dryer, so I'm thinking that now might be the time to upgrade and get myself a really good one or a hair drying product. I know that Dyson hair dryers, this is like the opportunity, the time that if you've been really considering buying a Dyson hair wrap or hair dryer, now's the time, absolutely, because you will get a discount on it. But I would also recommend T3. T3 has some really, really, really great products. I have their drying brush and comb product, which I really, really like, but I'm also thinking about picking up, like it's finally time to pick up the T3 hair dryer. And it's so aesthetically pleasing because it's like white and pink pink gold, rose gold. So definitely recommend for you to think about upgrading your hair tools if you haven't done so, if you've been considering it. Because you're getting a discount at Sephora, this might be the time to do it. Now let's discuss fragrances. Fragrances are a big seller during the Sephora savings event because fragrances can be very expensive. So getting 10 to 20% off of fragrance is a great deal. The first fragrance I'm gonna recommend has been my favorite of the last couple of months, and that is You from Glossier. This is a fantastic fragrance. It is a bestseller for a reason. It is so good. It's so like sophisticated. I feel like empowered. I don't know. I feel like a boss when I wear this. I feel like a lady boss. Is that a term we're using? It's just very sophisticated, grown up, but empowering. I love this fragrance. It is a warm and spicy fragrance that has notes of pink pepper and iris, but this is a fragrance that you are the last note of it because it will smell differently on different people, which I think is really interesting and unique and special. So this is definitely a bestseller for a reason. It really is fantastic. Now, a huge fragrance trend for this fall are woodsy fragrances. So if you like You, or you're just trying to find a more woodsy fragrance, then You Do might be right for you. Glossier You Do is a soft, skin scent enhancing woodsy fragrance that opens with sweet violet followed by a precious blend of woody palo santo and smoky myrrh, heightened by a warm musky base driven by ambrox. However, if you like a more sweet scent, then you should definitely try You Rev. You Rev is a warm, spicy, and sweet scent. Glossier You Rev is a lush, sweet gourmand that opens with rich buttercream followed by an addictive center of plum butter, toasted almond, iris, and creamy white sandalwood. I tried all three scents at Sephora, and Rev was my favorite. I tend to go for more sweet scents, and that one was just so good. My next recommendation is for a Kilian fragrance. This is Good Girl Gone Bad. It is one of the best-selling, most loved fragrances in the market, and it is so for a good reason. It is absolutely amazing. This is a fruity floral scent. It has key notes of orange blossom, osmanthus, and tuberose. This is a bestseller by one of the biggest fragrance houses in the market, Kilian, and it is a bestseller for a reason. It's just really good. This is something that I would describe as a sophisticated fruity floral fragrance. I'll say that 3 times fast. Some fruity and floral fragrances can seem a bit young and just girly, you know what I mean? Like just young, but this one, it's not that. You definitely get the sophistication, it's just a grown-up version of that. Yeah. So good. The next fragrance recommendation is another bestseller. This is one of the best-selling fragrances in the fragrance market. Listen, Spanish was my first language, then I learned English. I took 4 years of Italian and I'm learning Quechua, but none of those languages are French. So, excuse me while I butcher this pronunciation. This is YSL's Libre. It is a floral fragrance with notes of lavender, orange blossom, and musk accord. A bold floral perfume for women where French lavender essence combines with sensual Moroccan orange blossom and daring musk accords to create a unique, long-lasting perfume. This to me is an everyday fragrance. It's just so nice. Yeah, really love this one. Highly recommend. From Jo Malone, one of my favorite fragrance houses, this is Hinoki and Cedarwood. Again, I mentioned that woodsy is a super trending scent for this season. It's something that more people are looking for in the next couple of months, and this is an excellent choice for someone who's seeking a more woodsy fragrance. The great thing about Jo Malone is that they are not gendered. Women can wear this, men can wear this, anyone can wear this, and it's great for layering. In fact, that's how they encourage you to try it out. Some people will complain that Jo Malone fragrances aren't very intense, and that's very true because they're meant to be layered. If there's one fragrance that you love from Jo Malone, you can absolutely layer it until it gives you the intensity that you're you're looking for, but you can also layer it with other Jo Malone scents to give yourself a unique fragrance, a unique signature scent. This is a recent release that totally captures that trend of woodsy fragrances. The top note is aromatic clean accord, the heart note is hinoki wood, and the base note is cedar wood. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with celebrities, but the spokespeople for this fragrance is actually a couple, and I believe it's Olivia Culpo and her husband, who is an athlete. I think it's a football player. I'm so sorry if I have that wrong, but there's definitely a couple, married couple, and so it just shows you that this fragrance is good for men, women, whoever wants to wear it can try it, can wear it on its own or layer it with other Jo Malone fragrances. If you are like me and you like sweeter fragrances, then my recommendation is to layer this with English pear and sweet pea. The combination of the two are just amazing, beautiful. And last but not least, for my fragrance recommendations, I recommend Sol de Janeiro. Just in general, they have several scents that are absolutely amazing that you should try to see which one fits you best. Now, if you are not sure and are willing to try several, or if you're looking for a great gift for someone, I highly recommend the Sol de Janeiro Perfume Travel Mini Set, which features 4 of their best-selling scents. Wear them individually to pick out your favorite scent or layer them to create something unique. That's it for me today, but let me know in the comment section below if there's anything else you want me to cover, any specific brands or products that you want me to cover. Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, ask any questions, make any requests, or just say hi, because you guys know that I love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, if I taught you something, introduced you to a new product that you might want to try, or if I just entertained you for a little bit, please give this video a like. It really helps me out here on YouTube. It lets the algorithm know that my content is worth viewing, and it'll push it towards more users on the platform, which again, really, really helps me out. Click or tap right here to watch my last video, or click down below to watch another video that you might enjoy. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned.